Welcome back, RealVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith. I've got another property for you. This one I'm calling Nashville, Tennessee land. It's right next to, if you're watching these videos in order, I just made a previous video about the property right next door. This is some nice solid trees on this property. This is an actual picture of the property. And we've got a realtor in the area. If you want to go take a tour and stuff, we can set up a tour. Or feel free to go look at this property on your own. Either way, it's just like there's some pine trees mixed in there with all kinds of leafy trees, whatever kinds of leafy trees those are. I think there's oaks in there, but I don't know what kinds they all are. So let's take a look at this property. I thought it'd be fun to look at the market of what's for sale in the area. The previous video I just did what's sold in the area, and this one I'll do what's for sale. So if you bear with me a minute, we'll get there. So here's a picture I was just looking at in the background. Here's a picture of the side of the property. This is the trail to get down to the property, the last little bit. So it's a private driveway that cuts through the woods that you can see in the satellite videos. You can kind of see it, but from underneath it's more evident. You can drive back in there. And you might want to improve this with some gravel or something as you're doing construction on it. So this is the southern piece of this three-piece lot that we've got. And down here in the bottom, we've got old septic tests on this property. So it's asking a little bit more for this property than the other ones because it's got septic tests that went through. This one is the smaller of the three. If you want more acreage, these other two might be easier right on the road, but this will be the end of the driveway one with the smallest acreage, but it's got a positive septic test at the bottom. So 6 acres. And we're just south of Nashville. We're in Rutherford County, Tennessee. We're just out on the outskirts of Smyrna, is the local town where your kids would go to school and stuff in Smyrna. So this is here's Smyrna, and we've got Murfreesboro to the south and Nashville to the north. This whole corridor here is just hop-in. Transactions are flying in the real estate market. People are building really nice looking houses. I mean, 6-8 bedroom houses, these monstrosities. And they're cheap, they're doing it on, compared to other parts of the world, especially compared to California, but compared to lots of other parts of the US, the prices are really nice. And there's no income tax in Tennessee. So a lot of people are moving to Tennessee because of the weather and the lack of taxes, and it's just cheap and easy, and they're going for it, right? So here's this shape of the property. You can see this trail. The picture I was just showing you was this trail that comes down to the property, so you can drive down there and take a look at it. Here's the road up here. This is the better taken care of road before it goes to the smaller driveway looking road to get to the property. It's called Dollar Lane. And yeah, we've got a couple diagrams of this property. And here's some pictures from a month or two ago before the trees started sprouting in the area of the properties. It's been taking a bit to come through the paperwork and pipelines to get them up for sale. Okay, so I think we've gone full circle on the pictures. Here's a diagram of it. This one's really new on the website. There's only 37 people taking a look at this thing so far as I'm making this video. So we've got the thing laid out, the property laid out in our map, so you can look at it. You can see where the road it comes, and you could figure out how to get here. We've got GPS coordinates on the website that you could click on to get here as well, get driving directions. You're in the woods. This is... there's not a whole lot of woods left. A lot of this is farmland or city. This is some of the few patches of woods that are left. It's so you get to go make it your own. Smyrna over here, Nashville up here. This is Nashville. And you can see the main freeway corridor going down the middle with all the commercial going along the freeway. So properties here, you could go over to the freeway quite easily and get out to town and get to supplies and things. Or get supplies in to go build with, right? So I've got links to all kinds of comparables. We're asking $224,900 for this 6 acres, Rutherford County, Tennessee. We've got an MLS ID on here. It's actually listed on the MLS. 800-foot elevation. There's an address of the road, not the actual property, but the road. That'll get you to the road. The GPS will get you to the actual property. So if you click the GPS in your phone, it should get you a lot closer to the actual property. You got legal description going on here. Property taxes, about $600 a year taxes. And that document fee, I'd like to do this one through title company, so the document fee doesn't really apply. Unless you're trying to buy it outside of title and you want us to do the paperwork. But I think this dollar size, we should do title company. So I've got it pulled up on Zillow. Here's the town. Here's the area. This is what's for sale in the area. This is, the cheapest one out there. This doesn't count because that's one of my properties too. But somebody else has 299 for 5.86 acres. They're asking 500 grand for 5 acres. This is a lot bigger. This is a lot bigger. This isn't. You're $1 million for 3 acres, 1,300,000 for 3 acres, 1.3 million for 6 acres. I mean, I'm a lot cheaper than that. Asking 200 something thousand. So those are the ones that are for sale in the area on Zillow. This is on Redfin. I like to use Redfin a lot to look at for sale yeah. I got this set as the sold ones. I like to look at Redfin for some areas. It's nice to see the ones that are sold. Sometimes the data is a lot cleaner than Zillow. I wanted to show you the for sale stuff. I was saying I'd do the for sale, but I got the sold pulled up. So I'll go through the sold first, and then I'll just change the settings to for sale, and we'll look at that too. So this is stuff that's sold in the area, and the property's right over here too, right? So, I mean, I thought I had it down to land. It's supposed to be narrowed down to land. I mean, the smaller ones, 75 grand, something like our size, 300 grand, 380, 285. 75 is a smaller one, 499 I think is a bigger one, but it could also be like our size. And let's get the table. This thing. So I got this narrowed down to 1 year. This is the stuff that is sold in the last year in this area, and I think it's more than just. If we remove the boundaries, this is taking forever. I didn't want to sit here and watch this thing spin. So my point is that we're a lot cheaper than other stuff that's going on in the area. And the days on market for a lot of these ones in the area are pretty fast. Like people put stuff up for sale and it goes pretty fast. So if I'm doing my math right and my due diligence right, these properties should go pretty fast too, because I'm pricing them below the market. So if you're out there looking for a property like this, you should go out there and seriously look at it before somebody else grabs it up and takes off with it. I price them that way on purpose. It probably leaves you room to buy it and go resell it at a higher price. Please do your homework and research a lot before you just take my word for it. But you could probably mark this up a good 50 grand or maybe 100 grand and still be the best thing in the marketplace. Lots of times it's realtors that know the market really well in the area that are buying these kinds of properties from me. So it's like, maybe I priced it too low. But that's okay, because I can go get more. I'll just go get more properties. We'll go get more properties and do it again and again. So if you're in for that kind of pricing and that kind of model, take a look at these properties. We got 3 of them next to each other. They just came up on the website, and the realtor will probably have somebody for them before I turn around, but they're on the website now and you can look at them and decide if they're right for you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.